Very good morning. Welcome back to the computer fundamental classes. In previous class, we discussed about the characteristics of computer. Okay, there are mainly 8 characteristics we discussed in previous class, like automatic, speed. Okay, so like this we discussed in previous class. I hope that concept is clear to you. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss computer evolution, right? So in this class we are going to discuss a computer evolution. So what do you mean by computer evolution? We'll discuss now. Okay, the computer evolution. See, earlier few years ago, okay, so humans are using their fingers, stone or any extra things to calculation. Okay, our ancestors, you know already, our ancestors, okay, they are calculating some things using their fingers and stones. Why they are calculating like this? Okay, so they calculating some material or some things using fingers, like you know already, our in our children's, in our home children's, you know already, in primary class children, how they are calculating additions, like fingers. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like this they are adding, or they are taking some extra things to calculate like this. Okay, fingers or stones, like this our ancestors, there is no any machines in their time. Okay, because to add two numbers, three numbers, or any materials to calculate. Okay, so how they are calculating? They are using the fingers or sticks or stones to calculation. But at the same time they are trying to create an apparatus that could facilitate the calculation process. Okay, so what they are doing, they are they are trying to create any machine or any material to create automatic calculation process. Okay, so a long time ago there is no machines to calculation like computer, mobiles, calculator to calculate. Okay, so after that some peoples are trying to create and some material, some machine, okay, that could facilitate that calculation process. Okay, because the fingers are stones, this is very what we can say, this is called, it takes some times, it takes a time consumption to calculate your numbers, or your for example person calculation, any other material calculation, like this it can take a time consumption. Okay, to overcome that, what they are thinking, they are thinking to create some other new material to automatic calculation process. Okay, so after that few trial, you know already, trial means, okay, finally the complex and advanced calculation system has been produced and it is known as computer. After that what they did, some trials, they take some trials. After that trial they finally they did the complex and advanced calculation system. They finally they produced, or they finally they developed one system. Okay, what can that system can do the calculation, that is called as a computer at their time. Okay, so this nowadays the computer is different, their time is computer is different. Okay, so in that time they are produced one system that is called as computer. The how they are produced, let us see now. See here, the history and evolution of computer. Basically, the history of computer development is divided into two parts. Okay, how they are divided? Before 1940 and after 1940. The before 1940, the year before 1940 year, how they developed the computer. Okay, the what are the types of computer they developed? The different computer, different machine they developed before 1940 and after 1940, the how they developed. Okay, we will discuss now. The before 1940, the year. Okay, before 1940, the how computer is. Okay, that their time. Okay, so abacus, you know already. First abacus. Okay, now nowadays also some schools they are using abacus system for counting the numbers. Okay, so abacus is a first computer. It is called as counting device. Okay, this is called as counting device. You know already there are two parts in the abacus. Okay, there are two parts. The first part has two rods. Again here also four balls. So some abacus also some different types. Okay, this is old. You know already new one. So using that abacus, they can calculate the they're calculating like addition, subtraction operations. Okay, so here this abacus machine created on 3000 BD. Okay, at Babylonia. Okay. Was the first mechanical counting device in the world. See, concentrate on this one. This abacus machine is the first mechanical counting device in the world. So this is one type of device. So as I told you, device is nothing but run on the current. Okay. So some devices are run only manually. So this is also device. Okay, so this is the first mechanical counting device. In that device we can they can execute the only addition operation like addition of two numbers, three numbers, four numbers, like that they are calculating the additions and subtraction operation. They can only do the two things, one is addition and one is subtraction. Okay, that is called as abacus. This is the first device, mechanical computing counting device in the world. And after that, here see assume here only they are calculating addition and subtraction. What about multiplication and division? So for that, some other people they're thinking to calculate the multiplication division. Okay, at that time. After that, they produce the Napier bones. Okay, Napier bones. John Napier Bone. He is a scientist created the machine called as the device called as the Napier bones. When he created on 1614 by John Napier. John Napier is a scientist who created Napier bones. It can facilitate the multiplication and division process. As I told you, the before abacus is only for the addition and subtraction. Okay, we need multiplication, right, and division also. So for that, John Napier he created the device called as the Napier bones. Napier bone. This is the Napier bone. Look like this. Okay, so facilitate multiplications and division process. It can do the multiplication and division process faster and easier. See, this is also important. How you do the multiplication? It is faster and easier way. This is first logarithm table has been created. You know already logarithm tables. Who are comes from the science background. Okay, so this logarithm table is help us to the calculate multiplication and division very easy. Okay, so and after that Pascaline machine, Pascaline machine, the created on 1642 by Blaise Pascal. The Blaise Pascal is the scientist who created this machine, Pascaline, the named as Pascaline machine, was the first mechanical machine. See here, we have to observe. Okay, this is mechanical counting device. This is the first mechanical counting device in the world, which is that abacus. And after that, this is multiplication and division. Okay, so that is mechanical counting device. This is the mechanical machine or calculator in the world. Okay, was the first mechanical machine or calculator in the world, which is one Pascaline machine. This is a Pascaline machine. See how it looks. The Pascaline machine, old Pascaline machine. Okay, so what it does, the able to execute addition and also subtraction process. Okay, so this is called as Pascaline machine. This will look like this. There are some rods. Okay, wheels. There are 8 wheels. Okay, it can work on. It can add the 8-digit numbers. It can subtract the 8-digit numbers using Pascaline machine. Okay, there are some. See here. This is a wooden box, and there are 8 wheels, and there are some gears. Gear means you know bike gear like this. Here also some gear to control the machine, that is called as gear. Okay, so after that the Babbage differentiate machine, you know already who is the father of computer, the Charles Babbage. Okay, so let us discuss about the Charles Babbage. Okay, so the Charles Babbage is the father of modern computer language. You know already. The Charles Babbage is the model of computer machine or computer. Okay, digital programming computer. The Charles Babbage is the father of modern digital programmable computers. He had employed, group of clerks for preparing mathematical and statistical tables. Okay, what they are doing? He had some groups. Okay, employed groups, well educated employed groups. What they are doing, they are preparing only mathematical and statistical tables. They are only doing to prepare the mathematical tables and also statistical tables. Okay, so at that time the Babbage had to spend the several hours. What he doing? He is spending the more times on to check that mathematical tables and statistical table. Okay, because even utmost care and precautions could not eliminate human errors. You know already the human can made a mistakes. For that he checking the every tables, every lines. Okay, and soon he became dissatisfied and exasperated with this type of job. Monotonous job. That means that takes some time. He can spend the more time to calculate that table. For that, what they are thinking, he want to build. He is trying to thinking to build automatic machine. Automatically it can calculate. Okay, so for that, as a result, he started thinking about building a machine that could compute tables guaranteed to be error free, without errors, that can automatically calculate. That type of machine he want to build. For that he thinking. Okay, so after that, in this process, what is the process here? He thinking the process. Which process here? To build a machine that can automatically calculate the tables like mathematical tables and the statistical tables without errors. He need that machine. For that he thinking to create that machine. In this process, the Babbage designed a difference machine. See, after that, he designed the difference machine. This is the difference machine, differentiation machine. Okay, who is the developed this one? The Babbage. Charles Babbage created a differentiation machine on 1821. This was the first mechanical machine which is used the steam power. Sorry, the steam power. Okay, so using that steam power, he built a differentiation machine to calculate and also printing the output automatically. For that reason, he found or he built it or he designed the differentiation machine. Like, see, this is the differentiation machine. In this machine, they are using steam power. You know already steam. Okay, steam power, steam engine. Like this here also they are using steam engine that can able to do a calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division automatically. And also after addition, that can print the output automatically. Okay, output automatically. For that reason, he built the differentiation machine. In 1842, the Babbage come out with his new idea. Okay, come out with new idea of a completely automatic analytical engine. In 1842, Babbage, what they're doing, again is thinking the new idea, come out with new idea that is called as the completely automatic. Okay, like robots, completely automatic. That machine is called as automatic analytic machine or automatic analytic engine for performing basic arithmetic functions without any errors. Okay, for any mathematical problem at any average speed of time. Okay, any average speed that can perform 60 addition problems in 1 minute. That machine can do the 60 arithmetic operation or any addition in 1 minute, but it was the not success to design that time. Okay, that is a bad. Okay, so because he can trying to thinking and developing new idea like the completely automatic analytic engine. Okay, in their time in 1842. So that machine could perform the 60 addition operations in 1 minute at the speed, the very fast and easy way. Okay, but it was not success to design. Okay, so however, why it is not success? Because that the programming knowledge, because that programs. Okay, so that is not able to design. Okay, after that, however, his effort based on this his idea, whatever he came up from the idea that is called as analytical engine, completely automatic analytical engine, that based on that idea, his effort established a number principles that are fundamental to design of any digitally programmable computers. Using that idea nowadays or from that idea, some people are doing to develop, okay, developing the new programmable machine or new programmable computers. Okay, so a major drawback of the earlier automatic calculating machine was that their programs, as I told, their programs, that is one drawback. Okay, and in 1940, okay, the very important is in 1940, I'll tell you, after Babbage, what he doing? Babbage, he can difference machine. Only he can do the addition, subtraction, and also division and multiplication. Also, it can print the output. Okay. So after that, in 1942 year, in the year 1942, Dr. John von Neumann. See, these are the important the scientist names. Neumann. Okay, introduced the stored program. Okay, so after Babbage in 1942, the doctor who is the doctor here, John von Neumann, he introduced the new machine that is called a stored program. Okay, or device that is called a stored program based on the Babbage techniques. That means new idea of the Babbage. Okay, Charles Babbage, and concept that helped to overcome hardwire program problem. See, before John Neumann, the Babbage and other analytical engines, they are using the wired technology. They are using the wired for the calculating addition, subtracting, any arithmetic operation using wires. So that can put some problems. Okay, that can produces some problems for addition and subtraction, any other arithmetic operation. To overcome that problem without wire, he want to develop one machine that is called a stored program. Okay, so here in stored programs, the basic idea behind this concept is that a sequence of instruction. Here what they are doing, the sequence of instruction and data can be stored, and also data can be stored in its memory. Why we can store the data? Yes, tell me why we can store the data in memory. So because we can use the data at any time to calculate anything. Okay, for that reason, the in stored program, he can return the sequence of instruction also, and that data can be stored. Okay, we can store the data, but in Babbage machine, the differential machine, here there is no sequence of instruction and also data for the storing. But in John von Neumann is a scientist. They introduced the new technology called as the stored program. This stored program that can store the sequence of instructions. What do you mean by instruction? You know already. The programmer returns some programs like instruction that can do some specific task. So for example, addition. Okay, assume wait a minute. Assume the instruction is like addition. Add is one instruction. In that instruction, they are doing that can do only addition operation, not subtract, multiplication, division. Only that can do the add. Okay, because this is accurate. Okay, so that is like this. The sequence of instruction they are written in the stored program. Okay, and also that can be stored the data, it's in memory. Okay, that is a stored program. And also a computer for automatically directing the flow of instructions that can do. Okay, this feature considerably influenced development of modern digital computers. Using that technology, the stored program, okay, based on this stored program, this is influenced. Okay, how influenced? To develop a modern digital digital computers. They may ask in exam or any interview, the may ask who is the founder of stored program. Okay, who is the founder of stored program? Then only you can say, or you can write, the John von Neumann introduced the stored program. Okay, so based on this stored program technology, it is influenced to the design modern digital computer, the modern digital computer, right? Because of easy with which different programs can be loaded and executed on the single computer. See here, using that modern digital computer, what they're doing, this computer here, they can load, right? They can load the different programs in one machine, in one computer, one single computer, right? That can do the different tasks. That is called as modern digital computer. Okay, so this is called as the modern digital computer. Due to this feature, we often refer to modern digital computers as stored program digital program. Okay, so due to this reason, we can say this is a modern digital computer as a stored program digital computers. Okay, what we can say, due to this feature, the whatever this feature like this. Okay, this feature is based on the stored program, right? So for that, what you want to say, modern digital computer as stored program digital computer, right? So this is a concept. So sometimes in exam they ask explain stored program, or it may be 5 marks, it may be 2 marks. You have to explain these all things. You explain also Babbage machine, difference machine. Based on this, he worked based on his idea. He took that idea and he worked on the stored program. Okay, after that, the based on stored program, the nowadays the modern digital computers. Okay, it can load the different programs in one computer that can perform many tasks, right? So because in single computer, so this is known as the stored program digital computer, right? So this is called as the evolution of computer. This is totally, we can say, evolution of computer. First one is abacus. Okay, abacus, and also we can discuss John Napier Bones, abacus, John Napier Bones, and so many things. But these are the few. Okay, the evolution of computers and Babbage differentiation machine. Okay, so here Babbage analytical engine. See what we discussed here. After that, he tried to develop the Babbage analytical engine. Okay, so it has 5 main parts. One is input unit, output unit, processing unit, control unit, and memory unit. These 5 units available in analytical engine, that is called as Babbage analytical engine. So his invention has become a theory of model for the today's computer. Using that technique, analytical engine, the today's computer using that technique. Okay, analytical engine. Who is the inventor of the analytical engine? Babbage. Okay, because of that, Charles Babbage has been known as the ancestor of a modern computer or father of the modern computer, right? So this is known as analytical engine. See, this is an engine. Okay, it can take the sequence of input processing it and gives the output to the user. Okay, so after 40, that is called generation of computer. We will discuss in next class. This is the generation of computer. Okay, we will discuss in next class. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.